The company that owned the helicopter that crashed, killing Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and 7 others, is trying to shift some of the blame to air traffic controllers. Experts have told NBC 4's I-Team, and it's an unusual legal move with little chance of success in court. Investigative reporter Eric Leonard explains.
The cross-complaint filed by the aircraft owner, Island Express Helicopters, was aimed at 2 government employees who may very well have immunity from being sued. And it was filed in state court, where federal agencies typically cannot be sued.
So it looks like they're trying to change the narrative. The aircraft company is trying to change the narrative here. They're trying to look for somebody else to blame.
Attorney Brian Kabateck says it would be difficult to successfully sue the air traffic controllers or the FAA without going to federal court, then reaching a very high bar to show evidence the agency was directly responsible, that the pilot was following instructions to the letter.
That's equally difficult to prove. That then, as a result of that, it's sort of what we call the but-for standard. The but-for the air traffic controllers, this aircraft wouldn't have crashed.
The helicopter company's new complaint claims 2 air traffic controllers didn't follow the flight of the Sikorsky S-76 carefully enough on the morning of January 26th, and it says they should have offered more guidance to the pilot that the company says in legal documents could have prevented the crash.
Van Nuys Helicopter 2 Echo X-ray with you for the special VFR transition.
The last minutes of the flight were over Calabasas and Agoura, where investigators say the helicopter was in uncontrolled airspace and the pilot was solely in command. NTSB documents released earlier this year showed the helicopter flew into an area with low clouds and poor visibility and made a sharp turn to the left and descended at high speed into a hill. After pilot Ara Zobayan radioed, he planned to try to climb through clouds to find better visibility. The NTSB showed so far, crash investigators have found no evidence the engines or aircraft malfunctioned. Kobe Bryant, his 13-year-old daughter Gianna, and 7 others were killed. Most of their families have filed lawsuits against Island Express Helicopters, and Kabateck says that part of the litigation is fairly simple.
Frankly, the case right now for the families of the victims is very straightforward. None of those passengers did anything wrong, and the aircraft crashed and killed them. So there's almost certain liability. It's a question of how much, not if.
Another legal expert has told us since FAA employees are generally immune from lawsuits and the agency cannot be sued in state court, they suspect there's some other reason this claim was filed. We don't know what that is. Lawyers for Island Express have not returned our inquiries. The FAA says it doesn't comment on pending lawsuits. The cause of the crash remains under investigation. I'm investigative reporter Eric Leonard, NBC 4 News.